So the time has come to wander about to the 10th chapter. That's the second chapter of our physics part of science that we are doing today. And now what we are going to do, we are going to do light and shadow, which is a major chapter in your physics, and it cannot be ignored at all. Okay, so we have to do this chapter very carefully. And which part you don't ask, which part you can't understand, you just ask in the comment box. I'll explain to you, because this is a very important part and it will definitely come in your life in your higher classes. So this part mainly consists of drawings in your lower classes and higher classes both, but the higher class drawings are more geometric. Geometric means they are more precise and practical rather than your lower class drawing, which is just a fun actually before the higher class drawing actually comparatively. Okay, so you can see light and shadow over here. Light and shadow. Today we are going to learn that only, light and shadow. Okay, so I just tried it up. I'm really sorry. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next part. So this is our chapter number 10. So you know how many types of objects we have? We have 3 types of object, about which we are going to learn right away. So stay tuned, okay? To view things, we need a source of light, such as sun, bulb, tube, light, burning candle or torch. So there are some objects who give us light. And what are those objects? So object which give us light, I am writing just O, okay? They are classified into 2 types: luminous and non-luminous. Luminous and non-luminous. We learn both, okay? We learn both. Now, a very simple definition is that about luminous is, if I write with yellow, I think you would be able to see. Oh, but I would lose myself. A very precise thing about this luminous is that it creates light on its own. Okay? This luminous object, this creates light on its own. And while the other, that's a non-luminous object, it takes light from other parts. Like this. The non-luminous object, it takes light from the other part. So this luminous and non-luminous, you understood, right? Okay, so next I come to another part. I can look at the cursor. Okay, it's better to turn into red or dark red. Okay, so next you can see many types of object here, so I'll teach you in detail, don't worry. Next we have sun and star are natural source of light. That means sun and star are luminous object. Luminous, you want the spelling LUMINIOUS. That's luminous. And non-luminous, just add a NON before that. That comes the spelling as non-luminous. Okay, just add an NON before that. That comes the spelling as NONLUMINIOUS. That's non-luminous. Okay, so very different object. Okay, so what are the examples of non-luminous object? Bulb, tube light, torch, candle are artificial sources of light. So we can conclude from here that luminous is natural, while this non-luminous is artificial. Right? We conclude from here that luminous is natural and non-luminous is artificial. Next, objects can also be classified as transparent, translucent and opaque. So we can also classify this all these things as transparent. Now another type of classification. This is not with the luminous type of classification. I'll draw the chart once more also, okay, so that you can understand very clearly. Transparent T1, translucent T2, I am naming them, okay, and opaque O2, let's name it. So I'll read out the spellings of each, and you will I'll read out the spellings and you all will just make a note of them. Transparent, TRANSPARENT. Translucent, TRANSLUCENT. And opaque, OPAQUE. That's opaque. Okay. So next we have now what are the definitions? Okay. This is based on the ability to pass light through them. Now a shadow is formed. Now you will learn about it in details, but please wait, hold on. A shadow is formed when a path of light is obstructed by an opaque object. Now a shadow is formed when an object obstructs the path of light. Now shadows also have different hue, and I will show you. Okay. Next we have next we have the shadow of an object is formed due to the presence of source of light. The rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night. So I hope you all know what is rotation, what is revolution. So there are two types of movements of earth. They are divided into two types. One is rotation, R1. Other is revolution, R2. So what is this rotation? Rotation is the movement of earth on its own axis. Turning like a spinner. If you turn up a spinner, turning in this way. See, the axis is same only, right? And the earth is turning like a spring. So this is rotation. Another which is revolution is, see, suppose I keep an object over here. So the earth is moving like this way, in a fixed path. Okay. So this is revolution. Okay. Hope you understand. We all played rotation and revolution many a times in our childhood. Okay. So next, the earth takes to complete one revolution in 365 and 1/4 days, and rotation in 23 hours and 23.5 hours, I think so, maybe 24 hours. Okay. An eclipse is a partial or total blocking of light of the sun by heavenly bodies like the earth and the moon. So you see, partial or total, maybe they are translucent or opaque. Okay, so let's see what they are. Try to discover things yourself, not by the help of anybody. So I'll take you to the next lesson. Thank you so much. Bye. Why is it not?